So I am starting up a new Project 10 pan for the summertime. I'm hoping to have at least 10 of these items finished before the end of August. That's what I'm shooting for, though. I'm not quite sure if I'm gonna make it. I did toss in 2 extra products instead of just the standard 10 because 2 of them I'm just not quite sure if I'll finish them before the end of the fall time. But I'm trying to, put forth a really good try on some of these items, and I'm hoping to have this project wrapped up relatively quickly before, the end of summer for the most part. So the first item here is one of my favorite products. This is from MAC. This is their Studio Fix powder. I have shade NW18. This is essentially a perfect shade match for me. Sometimes I'll wear this as just a powder foundation, and sometimes I will just use this to kind of set like around the perimeter of my face. Sometimes I'll do a light dusting. As you can see in here, I do already have a ton of pan, but these powders have about 1.5 times the amount of product that a standard face powder does. So these have 15 grams of powder. Your standard face powder has anywhere from like 8 to 10. That's usually the standard, but I think this is my second or third. I think this might be my third one of these, so I know that I can finish them. I just don't use them consistently, so I'm afraid that this guy might be hanging on for a very long time, and this is one of the ones that I'm not quite sure I'll be able to knock it out in my time frame, but I will be doing my best to try and finish it off. I also have a couple face items here, kind of concealery sort of products. This first one, I thought I would have had this finished by now, but it is just dragging on. This is the Makeup Forever Full Cover Extreme Camouflage Cream Concealer. I love these. I pick one of these up every single year that there's the fall VIB sale where I get 20% off. I pick up shade number 3. This is the most full coverage, easily blendable concealer I've ever used in my life. This is my favorite concealer, hands down, but it's hollow in here, and there's just a little bit left along the edges and stuff, and there's a little bit down at the bottom. I've been using this in this state for probably 2 months, I would say, and it's still hanging on. So after I get everything out of here that I can, I'll cut it open and clean it out entirely, and this is the second one of these that I'll have finished off entirely. So love this product. Highly recommend this if you're looking for a really nice concealer that you can use for like spot treatments. This is great because it's so full coverage, but I can also apply it underneath the eye area and it blends out beautifully. It doesn't really settle into the fine lines too much. As long as it dries down, that's where it's staying, and it's not moving throughout the night. So love this stuff, and this one will definitely be one that I will be able to knock out. This guy here, I had one of these sent to me a long time ago from YSL Beauty from the Octoly website. I actually ended up giving that one to my mother, and I went out and purchased another one. So this is the YSL Touche Radiant Touch pen here. This is in the shade number 1, so it's the lightest one available, and it is a clicky style sort of concealer. I wouldn't even consider this a concealer. It's more of like a brightening pen. It offers a very minimal amount of coverage, and it almost has this slight pinky coral undertone to it. I usually am only reaching for this on days where I don't really wear a full face of makeup, and I just need something a little bit quick to even certain areas out, like a little bit underneath the eye area. Sometimes I'll use it, or if I have a crazy blemish or a red patch somewhere, I'll apply this and it'll kind of even it out just a little bit, but it offers very minimal coverage. So I have no idea how to mark this one. Seems to be clicking out product just fine at this point, so who knows? Who knows when that one will be finished. Another face product here is actually a highlighter. It's been a while since I've added in like a powder highlighter for a project pan, and I've had this one around for quite a while. I think this is the next one that needs to be moved out just because it's been around for so long. This is the Balm Mary Luminizer highlighter right here. I love this thing to death. I think I actually got mine from Birchbox, and I've been trying to focus on this one quite a bit over the past, I don't know, 3 or 4 months. So As you can see there, I did have to repress mine. I can't remember if I had hit pan or if I was just about to hit pan on this product a while back and it had shattered. So I had to repress it all back together and I just barely hit pan on it again. As you can see, I cleared out this section. I have a little ring right here, but I've been going over to the edge and just kind of moving down and kind of, you know, trying to go out this way, and I'll go back around to up here. So you'll see some slow progress. I've been using this everywhere. I use this on the top of the cheekbones, under the eyebrow, just a smidgen above the eyebrow, at the inner corner of the eye. Sometimes I wear this all over as like an eyeshadow shade. Some days I'll even put a little bit on like the collarbone area or the tops of my shoulders, but mostly I'm just wearing this as a highlight and I like it. This is an incredibly intense highlighter in my opinion. So let me do a little swatch here to show you. I'm sure everybody and their cat has this product already, but that is what it looks like there. Like, it really catches the light. It has a little bit of a slightly golden tone to it, so it pairs really well with like a peachy blush or a warm tone bronzer. So this one will definitely be finished off this year. I just don't know if I'll be able to finish it off before the end of August. It's moving pretty quickly. I don't know if it's because I had repressed it, and so generally speaking, I can't repress an item as well as it was in the factory, so it tends to go a little bit quicker that way. But it's been around for a long time, a couple of years now, and it needs to get used up in 2019. I do have a face spray here. This one, I really love this, but the expiration date on this is coming up very soon, so it needs to go. But I absolutely love this product. This is the Kate Somerville Makeup Setting Spray. It has an SPF 50. It's actually called the Uncomplicated SPF Spray. And I really enjoy this product because you have an insanely fine mist. It almost feels like you're not even spraying anything on your face because it's such a fine mist. Occasionally, if you don't shake it very well, you'll get like the random splotch, like the random bubble. But if you just let that kind of dry on its own and not pat it out, it usually will not disturb your makeup. But I also really like that as you shake it, it has the little ball in here to make sure that it's thoroughly shaken up, and it has an SPF 50, so you can constantly reapply your SPF throughout the day. I appreciate that a lot, especially during the warmer months now. Onto a few eye products now. I have this Urban Decay 24/7 Glide On Eye Pencil in the shade Perversion, and it has been sharpened a handful of times, and this is how much I have left here. Doesn't seem like very much, seems like I could fly right through this, but I only use this for one specific purpose. I don't actually use it on the upper lash line. I only use it to tight line right underneath my upper lashes, just right at the outer corner. I don't even go all the way over. So black pencils take me a very long time when I'm using them that way, and that's solely how I've been using this. So I'll get a piece of paper and I'll put a little mark on it right after this video so you can see the progress as I'm using it. But this is an insanely black pencil. Perversion, the shade Perversion, is much deeper than the shade Zero that they sell a lot. It does transfer down onto my waterline just a smidge, but I don't usually mind that. I have another eye product here. This is from MAC. Again, this is my MAC Painterly Paint Pot, and I really love this thing. I use this almost every single day that I'm wearing makeup, and I really enjoy it because it not only provides a primer for my eyeshadow, but it also cancels out any redness and veining that I have on the eyelids. So if you look here, that is how much of Painterly that I have left in here, and I don't use a brush in mine. I just use my fingertip. I feel like I waste less product using it that way. I did pick up a backup recently during the Ulta 21 Days of Beauty or something. They had these half off, so I got another one. It's starting to just get the slightest bit drier than it used to be, so I'm pretty stoked to get this used up and start on the fresh one because I can't live without this stuff now. And obviously it'll be great to have it finished off so I can toss it into my Back to MAC bag. Moving on, I have some lip products now. I have the Revlon Kiss what are these called? The Kiss Balm. This one has an SPF of 20 and it's in the flavor Berry Burst. These smell so stinking good. This is what mine looks like here. I had this in a favorites video, I don't know, maybe for March, I think it might have been. But I did put a mark on this guy. Let me scroll this up and show you how much I have left. These come with a decent amount of product and I think they're only around the $4 range. After I use this one up, I think I might go and purchase the Pina Colada one. I think it's Pina Colada. It's just the clear one. That one looks really good and I bet it smells amazing. This smells like a piece of candy. It smells so stinking good. So that is my line. That might help. So there is the line for my product and that is where I'm at in this item. It just gives a really nice berry tint to your lips. It plays off of the color of your lips already. I hardly have any color to my lips as it is, so I can apply a really sheer layer of this and it just provides a little bit of a pink tone. If I build it up quite a bit, then it has more of a berry tone. But I'm telling you, if you haven't smelled these in store, they seriously smell like little candies. I do have another lipstick here and per usual, I'm almost always adding in a MAC lipstick in my project pans, so this time is no different. I have a Frost lipstick here from MAC. I did already put a mark on my packaging. I am able to remove that when I'm done with, you know, panning the lipstick and everything, but this is the lipstick in the shade Angel and that is what I have left. Let me hold this up so you can see. That is where we're at and what we're working with. Angel is, I think this was my very first lipstick. I think my husband bought it for me. It's a beautiful color. It essentially goes with anything. I really enjoy this shade. I think this is like my third tube of it. And even though it's considered a Frost lipstick, it's not frosty. That is it right there. I think it's almost, I guess it leans a little bit more on the warmer side, but I would consider this a neutral pink shade, like a lighter neutral pink. I really love it. If you're in the market for that kind of a color, MAC lipsticks they're relatively inexpensive compared to other higher end lipsticks, so I love my MAC lipsticks and I'll constantly repurchase them for the rest of my life. The final lip product that I have in this project is one from Patchology. This is their lip service gloss to balm treatment. This is what it looks like right here, and I do have a mark on the top there and it did tip over, so there's a tiny little bit caught up at the top, so the line doesn't look like it's quite at the right place, but that's where I'm at. This is an odd product. The scent on this reminds me of being at the dentist and having the nitrous oxide, like the laughing gas mask on your nose. So the scent kind of throws me off. It's like a sweet mint sort of a scent. As you apply this, it goes super glossy at first, and then as it kind of absorbs into the lips, it's more of like a balmy treatment for the lips. So that's where it gets its name, gloss to balm treatment. I probably wouldn't repurchase this in the future once I finish it off. This was actually sent to me complimentary from Patchology, and I like it, but I'm not gonna go out and repurchase it once it's done, just because I have so many other glosses that I love to pieces, and I have other lip treatments that I thoroughly enjoy. So I do like it, but it's just not my ultimate favorite item. So I'll enjoy it while I have it. I have two other items here. One of them is a perfume, and I was trying to finish this one off last year. I just kind of dropped the ball with the majority of my projects last year. This is the 1 fluid ounce of the Vera Wang Embrace Rosebuds and Vanilla perfume right here. And like I mentioned, that top mark there, that was from last year. I'll clear that off before the next update, but that second line there, that is where I'm starting. So yes, I will be able to get through this before the end of August. I'm on a perfume kick lately. It seems like I can't go a day without tossing something on, and I'm constantly switching it up. So it'll be a little bit of a challenge to just wear this one constantly and always have this scent on, but I do really enjoy it. And this, I think she has like 4 different fragrances that are part of this line. I like this. It's a nice rose vanilla fragrance. If you're into that kind of combination, that scent profile, it's a good one to smell, good one to try out. And while we're on the topic of the rose fragrance, the very last item that I have in this project is technically not a makeup or perfume item, but it is a product from Lush. This is the large tub, the 7.9 ounce of the Rose Argan Body Conditioner. And I picked this up when we were in New York. My husband got this for me while we were there, but oh man, the stuff smells divine. I don't use this how people normally use this. You're supposed to use this after you get out of the shower, or while you're in the shower, you put some of this on your body, let it set for a little bit, and then you rinse it off. So it's like a hair conditioner, but for your body. I checked out the ingredients. Everything on the ingredients list is just a really, how would you say it? It's a very intensive moisturizer. So I just put this on my body on extremely dry spots. I use this on like my elbows, my knees, my feet sometimes, but I love this scent all over the body. This tub is delightful, but in the future I would probably only get the smaller version of it. It's much smaller, but this large size is crazy expensive in my personal opinion, and it's hard to get through the entire thing before it expires, which I find a lot of Lush products are like that. But as of right now, I'm about probably right here in this product. It's hard to show you, but as you can see, I've used a good almost half of this product, so hopefully I'll have a little bit more progress on this before the next update. I wasn't gonna do like every 2-week updates like I have done in the past. I was thinking maybe more along the lines of every 3 weeks, if that would be something you guys would be into. I've got an empties video that's coming out to you guys very, very soon. There's my glasses try-on haul. I think I have 7 or 8 pairs of glasses that I ordered online, prescription glasses. So for the gazillionth time, those will be coming out very soon. I have a lot of videos coming out to you guys that I'm playing catch up on, so I appreciate you guys watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.